Okay guys, I'm back to show you the rest of the 21 CRV Touring. So where I think we left off was, I was talking about the instrument panel up here, or the steering wheel. So on the steering wheel, you got the volume for the radio. You can turn the volume up right here or down. You can also adjust the volume on the radio right here. Right here, what this button is gonna do is it's gonna switch in between the different bands on your radio station. So if you want it on XM, if you want it on FM, AM, or once you've Bluetoothed your phone, it'll obviously switch to Bluetooth as well. So when it's on a specific channel, like XM, for instance, the left and the right buttons here, they will switch between the presets on your radio station. So it'll go from station to station to station. Or when you're Bluetoothing, like through your phone, it will literally just go from track to track to track, you know, with the left and the right button right here. Okay, that button right there is to answer any calls. The button right there is to hang up. This button right here, the I button, that will switch between what you want to show up on your screen there. So for instance, that one, the one in the middle there, is for navigation. If I hit enter, then it's going to show right up there on the screen your navigation, like right, it's got the compass there. Or if you want to switch the driver attention monitor, or service, the little wrench is for service. So it'll show you your oil life percentage. Or if you want your music to show up there on the screen, you can have your phone show up. I usually keep mine on the gas. It's going to show you your range, your average fuel economy. If you want to reset it, all you got to do is right up here is the button to switch to reset the trip. If you want to reset the trip each time, so you know what your average fuel economy is. Right here you got your heated steering wheel. So when the light's on, you know that the steering wheel is got the heated on. The main button is going to be the button that turns on the ability to use adaptive cruise control and lane keeping assist. So when you press the main button, you'll see right up there, it'll pop ACC and LKAS. ACC is the adaptive cruise control. LKAS is lane keeping assist, okay? So when you turn that on, it turns on the ability to use them. It doesn't mean that they're on right now, okay? And so to turn on lane keeping assist, all you do is press the lane keeping assist button right there, and then you'll see the little hash marks that show up there. These little marks right there. And so what happens is lane keeping assist works from 45 to 90 miles an hour. So when you get 45 miles an hour up to 90, those lights will become solid. And once they become solid, then the lane keeping assist is working, and it will actually help steer you within your lane and help you from going over the lane line. If you get too close to the lane lines, it's gonna help steer you right back. It's not quite an autonomous vehicle where it's gonna self-drive for you, but it'll help steer you back and you'll feel the nudge, okay? So if you're driving and you have lane keeping assist on and you don't use the turn signal, you're gonna feel the steering wheel fighting you to stay in your lane. The reason is it thinks you're accidentally leaving the lane, not purposely trying to switch lanes. So you gotta use your turn signal to avoid the steering wheel fighting you if you're gonna switch from lane to lane to lane. And then right here, that's the distance that you want for your adaptive cruise control. So you can select short, medium, long, or extra long distance. And that's going to be the distance between you and the car in front of you. Because with the adaptive cruise control, when you set your cruise, it's going to keep the same speed. And when you come up on a slow moving vehicle, it's going to automatically slow down for you, brake, and pace the car in front of you, okay? I keep mine on the shortest distance. That short distance there, it's about the length between two telephone poles. And so when you come up on the slow moving car, it'll automatically slow down, pace that car in front of you. And then when that car gets over or you switch lanes, it'll take you right back up to speed. And then all you have to do is hit set when you get up to the speed you want. If you want to increase the speed without hitting the gas, all you got to do is hit the plus button. To decrease the speed, all you got to do is hit the minus button when you're in adaptive cruise control mode. right there, you got the windshield wipers. You got, let's see here, you got intermittent, and right there you can adjust the speed of the intermittent, and then you got low and high. Those are 3 different settings. On the rear setting there, you have intermittent for the rear wiper, and then on, and then if you turn it forward, it's gonna clean the windshield on the rear as well, the rear window as well. Right here, you got your parking brake. So when you lift up on it, it will set your parking brake, and you'll know that the parking brake's set when you lift up on it because you'll see up on the screen. Oops, let's get it focused in there. You'll see the little red brake button down there on the bottom, okay? And then to release the parking brake, all you have to do is step on the brake and press down, and that releases it, and you know it's released because the red brake light is gone, okay? So brake hold button, what that does is when you activate it, you'll see right down there at the bottom right, the little green brake hold light is on. What it does is when you're in stop and go traffic, when you come to a complete stop, like let's say you're in LA traffic really fast, traffic, and then it slows down, and you're going, pulling up, inching up, inching up, inching up. Every time you come to a stop, you can take your foot off the brake and it will keep the car stopped. Even though the car is in drive, all you got to do is hit the gas to go, and then as soon as you come to a complete stop, it will stop again and hold it. Let me show you. So if I got it in gear and I had turned brake hold on, okay, I'm gonna accelerate and pull up, and as I pull up, I come to a complete stop, and as soon as I come to a complete stop, I can take my foot right off the brake, okay? So the car's still in gear, but the car stopped because the brake hold light's on. And then all I gotta do is hit the gas to go forward. I'm going forward, and then I'm pull up a little bit, come to a stop, and as soon as you come to a complete stop, you can take your foot off again. So it's kind of like a convenience feature, safety feature, so the car isn't gonna lurch forward, and also you don't have to keep your foot on the brake when you're in stop and go traffic, or like when you pull up to a train, something like that. So it's a nice feature that I used to use all the time on my Civic. Other feature you got right here, heated seats on both sides, 3 different levels, heated seats. You got the auto idle engine stop feature. So the 20 and above CRV, including yours, the 21, is going to come equipped with the idle engine stop feature. So when you pull up to a light, it's going to power the engine down to preserve on the engine, preserve on gas, and preserve on the environment. If you want to turn that off for some reason because you don't like it or whatever, all you got to do is press that idle engine stop feature button, and you'll see that the little A with the circle on up there, that just says that you've disabled that feature. It's only disabled for as long as you're driving the vehicle that time. As soon as you turn the car back off, and turn it back on, you have to turn that feature on again if you don't like it. Of course, being used to Hondas, you got the Econ button there. A little green tree's gonna pop up. Obviously, the benefit is you're gonna do better on gas because you're not gonna accelerate quite as rapidly. Now, on the down below there, you have the USB port. That's where it's gonna plug in to your phone. And then that one is a charger right there. You got the wireless charging pad. All you gotta do is just set your phone on there and it will immediately start charging. Again, you got to be careful. It'll tell you their caution. You don't want to put any metal objects on there. Like you don't want to put change or keys or things like that because they can get really hot and burn you. Okay. Down below there, here you have another 12-volt charging outlet right there. On the center console here, that will lift up. This tray will slide forward. Tray will also slide back, and it lifts up if you want it to lift up. A couple different options for you there. On the monitor here, when you press the home button, it's going to take you back to the home screen. You got your navigation there, so you have navigation built in, obviously. You can click on the phone. It'll pull up your phone settings. It's going to ask you, would you like to connect to phone? And you'll just select yes. Obviously, to set up your phone, you'll go into the Bluetooth mode settings on your phone, and it's going to ask you if you want to pair up your phone. you're looking for Honda Link is what you're looking for to set it up. And then you click pair and allow, and it'll sync over all your phone numbers and contacts and things like that. So back to the home screen, you also have settings where you can change all your different vehicle settings, when you want the doors to lock, when you want them to unlock, things like that. So you click on vehicle right there, and it's gonna have some different options for different things you can do. And then smartphone connection. Once your phone is paired up through Apple CarPlay, you can just click, it'll show up actually as Apple CarPlay, and then you just click on that for Apple CarPlay to work. If you click on the audio button, it's gonna pull up whatever band you have it on. Like right now it's on Sirius. If you want to change it to another band, you just press the source button, and then you can select FM, AM, USB, Bluetooth, whichever feature you want to use. Okay. The climate control system right here, you have dual zone climate control. You can see up there the two different temperatures. Okay, so you could be completely on air conditioning on the driver's side, completely on heat on the passenger side. If you click the auto button, it's going to automatically heat or cool to keep it at that temperature on either side. Okay? So I could set it at 61 degrees or 60 degrees. It's going to work just like a thermostat on a house and keep the temperature automatically to that temperature. Or like, let's say over here, 85. So the passenger has 85 degree heat blowing on them. The driver has 60 degree heat blowing on them. If you want to change both temperatures at the same time and sync them to the same temperature, you just hit the sync button right there, and it's going to sync it to whatever temperature you have it set at right there. Okay. You can turn on and off the climate control system right there. That's going to circulate air within. That's going to pull air from out. You got your front defroster, rear defroster, and the side mirror defrosters right there. If you click the climate control button right there, you can adjust the climate control right from the screen if you want. You can turn on the AC or turn off the AC right there in whatever feature you want. I always just keep mine on auto. I keep mine at like 68. So if you turn it to 68 on auto, it's going to automatically keep it at that temperature. You can increase the fan speed right here as well. Number of different options. Up above here, you have your sunroof where you can open it. All you do is press it one time, it'll open it up. Press it one time to close it. Push up to tilt will vent it just a little bit. You got your lights here. So in the center position, it will have the light come on when you open the doors, or you can turn it off or press it on for on. You can also just press the lights at any point. Right there, you got your sunglass holder, and you got the rear view mirror to watch the kids and grandkids. And you got your programmable garage door opener up there. So I think that's pretty much all the features that I can think of. If you have any questions, just call me anytime. My cell phone's 419-466-8925, or message me on Facebook. Hope you love the CR-V, and hope it will be good for you for years. Thanks for doing business. Have a good day.